Hey, all you perfectionists, welcome to Perfect Edition Comics. I'm your host, Perfect, and today we're going to take a look at Skyhawk by the master of manga himself, Jiro Taniguchi. Let's do this thing. So first up, let's do a size comparison. Here's a normal tankobon. You can see that this is both taller and wider than a standard size. Take a look at something a bit bigger. This is a signature edition from Viz, so there you see it is the same size as a Viz Sig, but it is a lot thicker, basically a 2-in-1. Beautiful front cover here by Taniguchi. Nice clean spine in the European style. I'll get to the European influence just now, and then in Japanese, Ten no Taka on the back. Love this book design with the vibrant blues, the white font, and just the colors of your two samurai heroes or Ronin heroes in the front. Has got French flaps and also color pages, of course. Nice color index page here. Let me straighten this out. It is a total of 10 chapters weighing in at 288 pages. This kicks off an introduction by Jean Mobius Chiru, who's famous from his European comics work, and a color intro page for chapter 1, and then we kick it off straight into this beautiful colored artwork right here. Taniguchi really was a master of natural backgrounds, trees, forests, mountains, just spectacular work, and it's great that this volume kicks it off in full color. So as I page through the beginning of this, let me give you a bit of an overview about the story. So exiled from Japan during the Boshin War in 1868, as a new Meiji government took hold, two defeated samurai, Hiko and Manzo, eventually settle in Crow territory in North America. One day when out hunting, Hiko encounters a young Indian female who's just given birth hidden in the scrub. She's called Running Deer, and she tells of how she's escaped from white traders who had bought her. They soon come looking for their brand new possession. Saved from the murderous deceit of the traders by the chief of the Oglalas, Crazy Horse, they soon form a profound friendship and respect for each other's cultures, to the extent that Hiko and Manzo get renamed with Indian names, Skyhawk and Wind's Wolf, and fighting alongside their new brothers in their struggle against the invaders. Taniguchi gives this really accurate portrayal of the Indian wars of this period, culminating in the infamous Little Bighorn encounter. Although this is a fictional story, it's set in a non-fiction world and historical period, which makes this a fascinating read. This story about the buffalo really tugs at the heartstrings. I'll get into it just now, but it's good to note that there is a lot of writing in this, and there are some really dense parts because Taniguchi does tell real historical events with a bit of a twist on them with the samurai. So yeah, be prepared for some reading, but it's really great stuff. And again, wow, look at these landscapes. There is some photo reference in there, but just stunning natural beauty that Taniguchi brings to the American West. This mixture of real historical characters and events mixed in with our heroes makes it both a super interesting and also an incredibly sobering look at the decimation of the Indian way of life. This one story about the buffalo and how the white settlers came in and just realized the Indians depended on the buffalo for food, shelter, and survival, just came in and literally obliterated them by the thousands so that the Indians would be left with nothing so that they could come and steal their land. I mean, it's horrific. It is historically accurate and real, but yeah, it really just is such a sobering look at what happened in America. If you are American and a lover of manga, then I would say this is a must-read simply because it's an essential kind of reflection on what America was and is and has become. I would really give it a read if you're from that part of the world. There's really a lot of action and also, of course, brutal violence because of the historical nature of this book. You've got samurai with their swords going against the Wild West, Indian scalping people, so it's violence from every culture and angle. And Taniguchi does just as great a job on action scenes as he does on his beautiful rendering of natural environments. I do also love the angles he has for his panel borders and the fact that his panels are clear to read when you look at an action scene. Let's take a look in the back at some extras. There is a closing piece by Jiro Taniguchi explaining why he wrote the book. Taniguchi read many bande dessinées or French comics like Blueberry by the great Jean Mobius Chiru and was inspired by their depiction of the American West, a genre not really used in manga, and so that's what made him create Ten no Taka. And of course in the back flap, just a little bit more about him as the author. Can't recommend this one enough. It's got everything. It's got the Wild West. It's got samurai. It's got everything you need. This was just a stunning read. Great stuff. A little bit of history in there as well, just so that you can tell your parents you're learning something while reading comics, and that never hurts. And remember, stay perfect. See ya!